Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's a very exciting day for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people. Today we get the start of the German ship line in World of Warships Legends. Really been looking forward to this. I only found out recently that it was happening. So I've been saving my doubloons and XP, everything ready for this day. Unfortunately, just recently I had decided, oh well, I might as well get some Japanese and British ships. So I'd spent a little bit of time and effort and XP and everything, unlocking those and getting a battleship for each line. So I have wasted a little bit of money doing that, but I am all ready to get stuck into these German ships. If you've seen my channel before, you know I do love World of Warships, but I've also been playing World of Tanks for many years. I love the German tanks. I just love German styling. Yeah, there's just something special about them, both tanks and the ships. As far as the ships go, so far we only have the cruisers in World of Warships. Destroyers are incoming, and battleships are still on their way. So I presume they're taking their time to maybe balance things out a little bit. I'm sure it takes time. World of Warships hasn't been out for a long time on console. And I presume they're also probably working on Russian ships or something different as well, maybe bringing in aircraft carriers and stuff like the PC version has. Okay, so first off I'm just going to let's have a look at the ships here. Pretty excited to see the lineup. First off, why not? We'll have a look at the cruisers and I'll just go through each one quickly. I'm sure you can read on the screen there what it is, but let's have a quick look. So we've got the the Dresden as the tier 1, which is the one you receive for free to get you started on the line. Nice. Now I think probably only get torpedoes once you hit tier 2 or 3. Anyway, the Dresden, let's just look at the description here. So there's 2 ships in the series, entered service 1908. It says a typical German protected cruiser of the early 20th century. Dresden could serve as a scout or raider, or cover a ship squadron from enemy destroyers. Boasted a high speed for a time and very good protection compared with the majority of her enemy cruisers. She was fitted with numerous yet fewer efficient guns. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Okay, tier 2 we've got the Kolberg. Ships in the series was 4, into service in 1910. The last protected cruiser in the German Navy, the ship was developed from the Dresden class multi-purpose cruisers. In contrast to her predecessors, she had larger dimensions, a higher speed and more powerful artillery. During modernization, Kolberg received 2 deck-mounted torpedo tubes in addition to her primary armament. Okay, yeah, now you're looking at, oh yeah, that is quite a large ship, isn't it? Quite a few guns there. And wow, she looks gorgeous. Really looking forward to that one. Okay, now at tier 3 we have the Karlsruhe. One of the most powerful light cruisers of World War I. The ship's artillery and torpedo armament was powerful for her size. She had a decent speed and was as good as similar ships of rival navies in terms of armour. Okay, well I do like playing tier 3 cruisers, so there's 14 ships in that series and entered service in 1916. So that was a pretty important time for German ships entering service. Yeah, really looking forward to hopping on board. You can see the torpedo tubes there. Really love the shape and design of these ships. So nice. It's quite interesting, that sort of big raised deck area to the aft of the ship. Oh, anyway, yeah, it looks great. God, that looks good. Okay, tier 4 we have the Königsberg, which is entered service 1929. 3 ships in the series. A light cruiser whose artillery and torpedo armament was quite powerful for her size. Königsberg was the first among German cruisers to be equipped with aircraft handling equipment. That's good. One of her key features was an unconventional arrangement of aft and main turrets. Yes, now this ship has I believe 2 turrets at the rear and 1 at the front. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that is quite different, but I can see is sort of coming in. Oh, geez, looks like she has quite a few torpedoes there. Coming in, making a torpedo run, then sort of pulling away and yeah, giving a nice barrage from the aft guns there. Maybe some HE rounds to get your target on fire, get their repair rate growing before they get a bit of water on board. You can help sink them. Really nice looking ship. Look at that. Look at that. She looks beautiful. God, very excited to play these. We have the Nuremberg at tier 5. I haven't really gone beyond tier 5 in all my. I think I've got tier 5 in all my American ships, and haven't really gone beyond that. So we'll see how far I can get. But anyway, the Nuremberg one ship in the series, ended service 1935. Again, yeah, things are starting to hot up. The ship was developed from the Königsberg class cruisers. In contrast to her predecessors, she had larger dimensions and featured reinforced turret armour. Moreover, she retained the main battery guns with their high performance characteristics. The cruiser's AA defence comprised numerous anti-aircraft guns. Nice. So I'm tipping these ships going to be a bit like World of Tanks, the German tanks. One of their primary features is going to be their high performance guns. So I am pretty excited about that. I'm quite looking forward to the battleships coming in, but the cruisers I think are going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, most of them quite well known. Oh yeah, nice. There's the aircraft there. That looks awesome. Wow. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now that's a very much more modern looking ship there. And again with the 2 guns aft. Alright. The York, which is 1923. Now this is funny that it's going back to a 1923 ship. That's alright. Owing to her well-balanced characteristics, the ship surpassed the first-gen cruisers of her time that were subject to the Washington Naval Treaty. In terms of protection and light cruisers, and light cruisers in terms of artillery power. So this one could be something quite special, but I'm imagining a little bit difficult. Nice. Well, look at that. That is nice. Look at that for a cruiser. Gorgeous. And last but not least, at tier 7 is of course the Hipper. Nice. A heavy cruiser that was as good as most ships of this type in terms of speed and armament power. The ship boasted distinct advantages typical of the German Navy ships, i.e. an advanced gunfire control system with a high level of survivability. Those advantages were based on the ship's decent protection, rugged construction and elaborate subdivision into compartments. Nice. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah. Nice. Wow, that is stunning. Very excited to have a crack at this. I hope I can... okay, I might focus on the cruiser line, I think, and try and get all the way down here. And she entered service in 1939 and 5 ships in the series. Nice. Okay, so the the destroyers are in the game here, and they're in early access. So it looks like you can get lucky and get them in containers. But they're not available just as yet, which is strange. Okay. Anyway, we have the V25, the V170, the T22. Now, I'm not sure how this is pronounced, but I presume it would be the Gade, the Mars, and the Z23. Okay, let's have a look at them all, hey? We've got the V25 here, sort of typical little destroyers. Now these ones have an interesting torpedo layout. I believe they fire forwards instead of similar to other nations, which are sort of more, to port or to starboard, which allows you to be, I guess, a little bit more aggressive and sort of hone in on ships. But the V-25 was designed for escorting the battle fleet, and it was entered service in 1914 and belonged to the most numerous series of destroyers. 71 ships in the series. She boasts a very high speed. That's going to be handy. Initially, ships of this class carried weak artillery, but during World War I, many destroyers belonging to this class were re-equipped with more powerful guns, which would have been required for sure. Okay, Tier 3, we've got the V-170. It's a 1917 service, 17 in the series. The lead ship in the last series of destroyers laid down for the Imperial German Navy. She retained the main armaments of the G101 class destroyers, but featured increased displacement and higher speed. Okay, so more powerful engines included in that displacement. So we've got Tier 4 here. We've got the T-22. Entered service 1942. Ships in the series 15. This multi-purpose ship was capable of performing a wide range of tasks, from escorting capital ships to carrying out reconnaissance operations. She was officially classified as a fleet destroyer, so I guess that's more as a escort destroyer. The ship boasted a powerful torpedo armament. I'm so excited I can't get my words out. And her artillery armament was relatively weak. Huh, okay, so she's primarily a torpedo sort of escort ship. Nice. I think we had a look at that. Let's have a look. Aha. Nice. Okay. Wow, that does look like it's going to be a good torpedo run up. Okay, nice. Tier 5, we have the Guide. Oh, someone will have to actually tell me how to pronounce that. Year of design 1933. Again, we've got sort of one of these relatively odd ones. I guess these were another one that was sort of pre of their redesign sort of series, later series of ships. One of the designs for the 1934 type destroyer. The ship was designed to be relatively large for her type and featured a very powerful artillery. Nice. 150mm cruiser caliber guns. So she has basically cruiser guns on a destroyer body, but I would say she's sort of got a larger body for her size. This caliber was unusual for destroyers, so this one's probably, probably quite nice to do a bit more gun work. Okay. Okay, yes, for a destroyer that is quite large. That does look like more like a cruiser, doesn't it? But not quite as large, maybe. I like their lifeboats too. Okay, now on to the MUS, which is Tier 6, the first destroyer of the next gen, as I was saying, 1934 type, which paved the way for development of the ships of this type in the German Navy until the end of World War II. Thanks to the large dimensions and robust design, she had excellent survivability. Nice. Entered service 1937, ships in the series 4. Well, there you go. It doesn't look... Yes, it looks like she's got some good torpedoes. Doesn't look... I guess it does look pretty solid, pretty tough. And some decent guns. Nice. See, I haven't really got this high up in the destroyer range, so it would be quite nice to get a bit higher up. I have enjoyed the Japanese destroyers. And last but not least, the Z-23 at Tier 7, which is developed from the Liberecht Mass class destroyers. The ship had larger dimensions and greater firepower compared to a prototype. Okay. She received 150mm guns and retained the torpedo armament of her predecessor. 21 torpedoes. Okay. It's not messing around, is it? Jeez. Wow, that's nice. Look at that. That looks so cool. I love that rear design. And she entered service in 1940 and 15 ships in the series. So there you go. So those are the new ships. Just as I've done with all my other ships, as I go through, I'm going to make a video of each one. What I usually do is just record just a battle of each one. Doesn't have to be a spectacular battle or anything too exciting, but I just like to show how a normal player like myself, someone that's not brilliant, would play a normal game, and I just record it and chuck it on there. So if you want to see how a ship would normally perform, say with a average player, you can just check it out. I don't claim to be the best player in the world, and you'll see by my videos, I don't edit them to make myself look better or anything. It's just sort of nice, easy gameplay. And I'll be doing the same with all these ones. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. No doubt there's a few extra added little features. There's going to be new commanders for your ships. There's going to be a new unlocks, some new skills. If you've had a look at the new update, they've updated some of the maps, some of the spawn locations. They've redone some of the point systems, which are really good. We've got a new campaign, which is here, which is Search and Destroy, which unlocks some of the German special camos and stuff like that. So we've got, let's have a look at our new commanders now. So I have Reinhard Scheer. Oh, cool, Franz von Hepper. Okay. So there's your new German commanders. So at least we've got one to start off with, which is great. Gunther. And very excited about that now. And we can now have legendary commanders, which is great. So yeah, I hope. And most importantly, something I've been really excited about is the service record, which now shows your stats as far as sinking ships. Well, actually, let's have a look. Now, as I say, I don't I don't claim to be the best player in the world. I'm definitely not. So here's some. I'll just look at my summary. So 391 battles, 51% win rate. I'm pretty happy with that. And definitely my most played ship is the New Mexico. As I said, I haven't really gone above tier 5 yet. I do love playing with the New Mexico. I've got a nice video of what she's capable of at long range, which is just great. 257 kills, mostly by main battery guns, but yeah, quite a few torpedo kills, which is great. Battles on ship. Oh, okay, so that's just the New Mexico, I presume. 36. Okay, nice. That's cool. Now, warships destroyed. Okay, so I guess that's an average of 0.7 per game. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, it's great to finally have some stats, just to know where you're at. I was so keen to find out how many ships I'd actually destroyed. So 257, that's really cool. What I would like to see is the stats for the... okay, and it has versus AI as well. Nice. The stats for the New Mexico as far as how many kills she's had, which it doesn't actually say. Okay, unless statistics have individual ships. No. Okay, well anyway, that's really cool. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to leave this video at this point. Please check out some of my other videos. I've got plenty of World of Warships videos, World of Tanks. I've also got videos of my fish keeping, my bird keeping, and generally me sort of going fishing, going on holidays, a whole range of stuff on my YouTube channel. So I hope there's something there for you to enjoy and have a look at. I can't wait to start playing as these German ships now. I'm going to get stuck in tonight. I think I'm going to be late to bed tonight. And hopefully I can bring you some videos on these German ships. And I hope you're as excited as I am, because I love the fact that this game has come to console, and now I'm really happy that they're expanding the lineup. Such a fun game, such a it's a game for everyone really. There's all the different classes of ships, the different nationalities. You can have a quick game, a long game. You can be tactical or suicidal. Great graphics, and it's just really fun. So anyway, thank you for watching, and thanks for checking out my channel, and I hope to catch you soon.